Well, let's get back to the Connor story.
Yeah.
Um, you're young. What's your first who's the first dude that you started looking up to? Can I Eat was your first video. What year is this, by the way? How old are you?
Um, damn, this is real young too. When I first saw it, like Stephen Hamilton part was my on repeat every day. So what I used to do is I used to take Stephen Hamilton's the song in that life was fun,
Till I
life
made
was
my big
great. Like,
mistake and it's
yep.
all
I
gone.
would
Yeah.
listen to that and go down the street and there's this little like manual pad. And I would just manual the whole fucking thing all day for like hours. I'm just doing manuals, but I thought it felt the greatest thing. This
That's
was
sick.
probably, dude. This was before high school, so it's probably like 2007, 2008, or I may be wrong with the years. I'm bad with years. I don't know like when that video came out, but long time
2006. I
ago.
want to say let's test my knowledge. I wonder can I
Oh
eat?
six. I was. You
I would
say
say
that sounds
oh
about right.
06.
That sounds about right.
But let's
So
see.
maybe 2008, 2007.
Let's shout out once again to BMX MDB. Let's share the screen here. So it came out. Come on, motherfucker. You gotta say when.
Is that Vimeo?
Yeah, those are Vimeo links, I think. Looks like.
Man,
Yeah,
that also
Vimeo.
throws me back. No one uses Vimeo no more.
Right? Yeah.
That
Vimeo.
used to be the shit.
Dude, I'll outdo you on that one. I used to do video Google. Like it was video.google.com. It was
No
like
way.
pre YouTube, and that's where I first saw Can I Eat and voices and
Damn, I
all the
didn't know
videos that
that.
shaped my shit.
I've never
But
even heard of that. That's crazy. I learned
yeah,
something
Vimeo
new
was the
today.
shit. Like, and my Vimeo slaps. You guys should go find Bobby Kanode on Vimeo. OG
Yeah,
Arizona
man,
shit.
definitely.
But when the fuck did this come out? Let's see. Can I Eat full video? 2004. Looks like
Wow.
2004. Wow. Yeah. Cool.
Wow. So maybe it was before that too. It could have been like because I remember it. It probably had to have already been out for like a year or two. So probably '07, '08, I'd say is
That's when you started.
when this time is when I was really like, okay, there's actually people doing this.
I'm gonna say it's 2004. So I was wrong. Man,
And
that's
like
crazy.
the first people that I really like looked up to and in like the BMX thing, number one was Justin Bayless.
Hell yeah.
That dude, because he
Local
was
legend.
working at the local skate park. He was working at Transit Rand Park, and he was like the one that, because he was cool. He was almost like the cool uncle that was working at the skate park. Like, and he would ride like here and there, like on his break when he was working. So you'd
Mm-hmm.
watch him, and he was good enough as when you're a kid, you're looking at him, you're like, damn, like okay, this guy actually is good, and he's super tech. That's what I loved about it. You give Justin Bayless a street spine, you can watch him for days on that thing.
For
It
real
was
though.
crazy. But I'd say like Justin Bayless, Corey Rogowski, Nick Bullen, Sparks, just a lot of the just Michigan dudes, and not obviously Mikey Tyra and Tyler Finangle. Those are my two best friends. That like without those two guys, I would not have gone anywhere. I mean, I maybe could have. Who knows where my path would have went. But
Yeah.
without those dudes, I wouldn't have made it where I was today,
Yeah.
for sure.
Um, it's interesting to like try and think about. I don't know what's important. What do you think was a turning point where it went from just like a hobby to I want to pursue this back
Um,
then?
I think really when Mikey moved to LA with the OSS guys, and
Mikey
this
Tyra.
is when also Tyler was already out too. So Tyler went off, did his thing. Mikey went off, he's doing this thing. And I remember this is when I was in high school still too. So I was playing high school hockey, and that was an everyday thing, like almost like a job. Like I get off of school, go straight to hockey, do all
Be an
this.
athlete. Yeah.
I had to choose what I wanted to do. Like, do I want to keep riding and like try to go professional and do that, or do I want to go, maybe to college to play hockey? And I made the choice. Like, fuck hockey. I quit hockey. I was like, I'd rather do because like I didn't mind the team sport, but being told when I had to go do something and when like it just wasn't fun. It was
Yep.
fun at first when I was younger, but hockey wasn't fun for me anymore. And BMX at the time was the most fun thing I have ever done. So I was like, BMX, BMX. So like, I
How was that conversation with your parents?
um, I don't. It honestly really wasn't even a conversation. It really was just me, just kind of like quit hockey and like. I mean, they supported it. They didn't really understand like I guess, how or where I could go with it. And
Yeah.
especially when it comes to, like, I mean, I see their point. Like, you don't see I mean, it's rare to be able to be professional, to be able to pay your bills, to be able to do that. That's rare to do something. So I
Rare
get
as
them, but,
fuck.
like, you know, it's an eye opener once you get older. Because when I was younger, I'm, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna make it big, all this. But I mean, they were okay with it. They let me do my thing, especially when the time came. Mikey actually hit me up and was like, "Yo, you should come out and stay with me." And this is when he was at the OSS house, and I was like, "Yeah, shit, why not? I'll go." And I was working at Papa John's, got a $340 paycheck, got a flight. I'm on.
Boom. Fuck yeah.
So that's really when it like got like serious is when like Mikey. Well, I'd say it was even serious before then too, but I wasn't really like pushing to get sponsored. It was just I'm just having fun, and if something happens, something happens. It's
Yeah.
cool, you know. Because like I see people freaking out, like posting sponsor me tapes, and like they're trying like
Yeah.
super hard. It's like, dude, like
Putting it
just
in their bio.
do just do
Sponsor me.
you. Yeah, bro. It's like just do you. You never know who's watching. That's the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing. Like you never know who's watching. And then really when it took off really when I knew Mike, like Tyler and Mikey took off and went it. I'm like, okay, I could go do this too. I could do
Fuck yeah.
what they did. And Mikey inviting me to California was probably the biggest turning point in my like BMX like life.
Yeah.
Was that really? Because it was
So,
only supposed to be for 9 days.
and then what happened?
I just ended up staying for like 3.5 months
Nice. Fuck
with
yeah.
with $340 in my pocket.
Tell me
Yeah.
about that. Because I've been there where it's like, I ended up hitting my dad up because I was 20 still and I went out to stay with them and ran out of money. I had 1 week left and I was like, please. And fortunately, like he
Right.
helped me out. But I can't imagine like just doing it and fucking, I
Dude,
can
it
imagine
worked.
it. You just figure shit out. But
Right. It
how'd
works.
you figure it out?
Dude, it worked so good, honestly. So Mikey hit me up, was like, come out, whatever. Okay, cool. I got a place for you to stay. It was the floor of the OSS house, which is fine with me. We got to,
Fuck yeah, we got to flow.
we got to float. We got to figure something out.
Yeah.
So I was all right with that. So I go there with $340, and like the first 4 or 5 days are just great, riding every day. And this is like me going from just little old kid in Michigan to hanging out with Brandon Began, Stevie Churchill, Reed Stark, Nate Richter, Adam's there, Mikey's there. Like all the dudes I
You're
looked
in
up
it.
to and seeing in these OSS videos, I'm now hanging out with them. So it was like shell shock, right? Mikey at the time, he had a girlfriend, so he really the first couple days he was around, but you know he had to go do some girlfriend stuff. No problem to him. That's whatever. But I was like, dude, I don't want to go home. And they were like, Vegan and Steve were like, why don't you just stay? And I'm like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna make money. Brandon, I'm pretty sure was like, oh, I'm pretty sure Scott can get you hooked up with something. So he texted Scott Marceau. I think it was Brandon, but Scott Marceau got me a moving job, actually moving like
Nice.
chairs and stuff with this random moving company, which actually gave me like enough money to like
Just live there.
float. Yeah. Yeah, it was sick. So
Fuck
shout out
yeah.
to Scott Marceau too.
Yeah, for
I
real.
love that dude too. I have the utmost respect for Scott Marceau.
Yeah,
I love
he's
that
a
guy.
fucking legend and a
Dude, for
beautiful
sure.
human being.
But yeah, so it was just I told them I didn't wanna fucking leave, and they're like, yo, you should just stay. I'm like, called the flight place, and then yeah, I ended up extending it and stayed
so
the
dope.
whole time too.
I'm wondering if it's the same house that I stayed at. It's it's on the second story.
Yeah, well, it's in the backside of the other person's house. Like there's a main house. You might have been. Were you in Long Beach or LA?
Yeah, Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Long
You
Beach
did
one
LA.
I didn't get to. We went to the
Okay,
LA. I was in
got
the
you, yeah.
Koreatown one. Yeah, the fucking man, that place.
Koreatown.
The OSS house. Good times there though.
Thinking back on it, because I remember just being younger and looking at it and just kind of like not really analyzing how it all happened. But like Adam 22 created those BMX houses. Like say what you want about him. Like he had a crazy profound impact on like the scene. It's an interesting thing.
He did.
To think back and just like the fact that he was like, sure, Kanode, come out and stay on my couch as an intern or whatever. Because I hit him up looking for an internship with some BMX company. He was like, come intern for me. And I ended up staying there for 2 weeks and seeing the whole thing. But like, I can relate to you and like showing up somewhere and then holy fuck, here's all these people that I've been watching on the internet, sweating, idolizing, and
It was
Oh,
the
they're just
coolest.
people? I have to like learn how to act?
You're
Like,
right. They're just people, dude. That's
Yeah.
the craziest thing. You think you like you get there, you're so nervous, and you're like, and then you just the first 5 minutes into it, everything's gone. Nervousness is gone. They're like, these are my homies. Like these guys are awesome.
Yeah, for real.
Like, dude.
Well, thanks for watching a clip from the show. If you want to catch the whole episode with that dude, go here. If you want to just watch another clip because you don't have an attention span, go here. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. Did I do it right? I don't know if I did it right. Thank you for watching. Bye.